We left from Denmark to learn about and document the religious and cultural diversity that the Big Apple is famous for. New York City is 783 square kilometers, in comparison to Denmark, which is 43,000 square kilometers, yet about 2.7 million more people live in New York. New York was the first point of contact for immigrants fleeing to America, and therefore a large part of them stayed in New York City. This has led to New York being both more diverse and accepting of different cultures. The Statue of Liberty became a symbol of freedom and relief for many immigrants who had often already spent all their savings for the long, tiresome boat trip. Immigrants were taken to Ellis Island, where they would get inspected to make sure they were not carrying any diseases. More than 12 million immigrants arrived at Ellis Island and walked the inspection halls. Many settled in the city, and Italian, Jewish, and Irish communities became more apparent with Little Italy, Chinatown, and Jewish communities in Brooklyn.
Many of these communities arranged themselves in sports clubs and culture centers, and was a way for Jews with similar backgrounds to find comfort and support in a foreign country that often seemed unwelcome. As time passed, the US became their home, and many assimilated, although specific Orthodox communities can still be found in parts of Brooklyn, most noticeable Williamsburg and Borough Park. We therefore went to Borough Park to see the highest concentration of Jews outside of Israel. The religious impact of Judaism is very visible, and they have their own school buses with Hebrew written on them. The men dress in traditional black clothing and wear kippahs or matching black top hats. Most people in Borough Park were reserved when approached and did not enjoy being filmed. Orthodox Jews are known to isolate themselves rather than mix with different people of religion, partly because of Orthodox Jews being more conservative and partly because of the persecution they have suffered throughout history. The Jews have created their own parallel society in Borough Park with their own schools, buses, and restaurants that only serve kosher. According to Jewish tradition, it is not allowed to cut the corners of your beard. Therefore, you often saw small children with long hair around their ears, alongside with older men. Orthodox Jews are very skeptic of modern technology, and most of them used flip-flop phones, even in 2019. Before going to Borough Park, we visited a church, one of the largest churches in Brooklyn. It is a church known for its huge choir, and it could host more than 1,000 visitors. The church had more than 16,000 members, and we quickly understood why. Here's some footage we took inside the church. In case you're wondering why the Danish folk churches are losing members, here's a video of one of the services they conducted this Easter. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for some separation of church and state because holy cow, that was boring. Back in Brooklyn, we took a 10-minute ride metro to Chinatown and saw a Buddhist temple. If you walk a few blocks more, you'll see Little Italy, with a lot of Catholic churches. New York is really a melting pot of both religion, people, and culture. It was really amazing to see. Thank you guys for listening, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Jeg filmer.